Hello, hello. It's July 30th. It's the day after my birthday. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the wonderful birthday wishes. I had such a great birthday and felt loved. And today I'm just like, I have so much anxiety because I have so much that I want to say and I want to do it really fast. So I wrote down some notes. I'm going to get to a spot where I can park and talk to you without distraction. But what I haven't talked about, first of all, Melinda and I love coming on every day together for our 5-minute blitz. We took a little bit of break today waiting for we're going to do the big launch of the new products. But today I wanted to hit on, I never really talk about the company, Green Compass, because listen, I know I'm not the token salesperson. I'm the token science girl that everybody uses to talk about science things. But definitely I'm not the one that everybody calls to talk about sales because it's really not my forte. I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to sales, and I'm learning, which is what I love the most. I'm learning as I go. So, but the funniest thing that it's not funny, it is funny, but I have had so many friends that will call me and say, Penny, tell me about CBD. I've had one friend who told me that she went to a dispensary because she knew she wanted to try CBD and she ran out crying. So I understand that it is not exciting and it's scary. You go into a CBD store or a dispensary and there's some 21-year-old kid back there that's probably smoking pot behind the counter and you don't know what you're getting. You walk out of there and think, what did I buy? So I took some notes, and I'm sorry I'm looking down here, but I'm so happy that my friends that have admitted that to me, that they want CBD and they don't want to go in, that they have a radar, because we should have that kind of a radar, simply because not all CBD is created equal at all by any stretch of the imagination. And that really starts with you get what you pay for. So there's certain things that I feel like you should never buy cheap. Never buy cheap toilet paper. You get what you pay for. Don't buy cheap peanut butter. It's disgusting. And don't buy cheap CBD, because in the long run you end up spending more money because you discover that the CBD that you bought isn't really CBD, or it's olive oil, or it's hemp seed oil, and then you have already wasted $20 thinking you're getting a good deal, and you have to go buy the right stuff. You have to come to me and find the good stuff. So it's really important that you know what you're buying, and it's just not all CBD is created equal. So this is a $600 million industry. Numbers are not my friends. My physics professor told me in college, Penny, numbers are your friends, and they never were my friends. But this is a $600 million industry. It is expected to grow in the next 2 years to a $25 billion industry. That just blows my mind. And I totally see it happening. Green Compass is exploding. Green Compass actually was just listed as number 29 in the top 500 fastest growing multi-level marketing businesses in the world. It's amazing. I mean, this little company just cropped up out of a family that had a heart to sell a good product and a quality product in North Carolina, and it started February 6th of 2019, and here we are. So I get sidetracked. I'm going to stick to my notes, but I just want to hit a few points about Green Compass that are important to me, that so I can be, because I want you to trust me when you come to me to ask for CBD, that you don't run crazy crying out like you would out of a dispensary. But I've done all the research. I've looked at companies. I continue to look at every company. Someone will say, hey, this is the CBD I've been taking. Will you check it out? Gladly. I'm happy to, because you know what? They're never as good as Green Compass. And I don't go in with that mindset. I'm always looking for something that could kind of meet the expectations. But most of them, I would say 80% of the products someone gives me, that's called white labeled. And I've kind of gone over that before. But white labeled is basically, there's one huge company shipping vats from China, probably, of these big barrels of CBD, and they're bottled in the USA, and then marketing companies take them and market them. So basically, you think that there's 10 bottles on a shelf. They're all the same company, the same brand. They just have different labels on them. And there's nothing unique about them. And they're certainly not grown by a farmer in the US who knows what they're talking about. So, let's see. When I say that they're not created equal, that's one thing, that they're white labeled. But I would also say that Green Compass is one of very few vertically integrated companies in this space, in the CBD space. And vertically integrated means that they are planting the seed, harvesting the plant, extracting the oil, and bottling the oil, all at the same company. So there's no question marks in there. I feel bad looking down at my notes, but I want to make sure I go fast. We are a CBD company, whereas there's lots of people that are trying to get their hand in the pot, and we are the pot. Oh, that's kind of a pun. Sorry, it's not really pot, but you know, we are a CBD company, and we were grown and began because Meredith and Sterling Cook were looking for a CBD for their family. And so there was really no room for compromise for them. Sterling is a sweet potato farmer from a generation of organic sweet potato farmers. Meredith is an esthetician, and they wanted CBD for their family, and they started looking at bottles and realizing that there's really nothing that they felt safe about giving to their children. And Meredith asked Sterling if they could start growing it. So they just started growing it for themselves, and then their friends wanted it, and then it spread. They initially were going to sell it to doctors, and then they realized that they really wanted to get it into the hands of the people that needed it, which I think is very noble. They probably could have made tons of money really fast selling it to doctors' offices, but what they discovered is that MDs are not trained on the use of hemp, and they're not trained. And by selling it this way, we have testimonials. We get to talk to you like this. I get to come to you live and tell you stories about how it's helped my friends, how it's helped me, how it's helped my customers, and we can actually share the benefits and share why our product is superior to pretty much everything else on the market, which is really exciting. And I think that's what kind of got me excited about selling, because Lord knows I don't sell, but I think you can Google Green Compass and you won't find anything. Okay, next thing. I've kind of skipped around a little bit, but they really have a huge commitment to being the best quality and the most trusted name in the CBD industry. And they say that, and they really are that. And I've been witnessing that. I joined Green Compass 3 months after it launched, which is crazy. I was clueless. I didn't join to sell. I bought the kit. I will buy the kit. I always go big or go home. Creative Memories, check. Arbonne, check. Beauty Counter, check. I mean, I buy all the kits. Green Compass, check. I bought the kit, but I never intended upon selling it. But the great things that I love about Green Compass is that, number one, they go above and beyond to make sure that we have everything at our fingertips and all the accreditations. We are U.S. Hemp Authority certified with the seal of approval. We are certified organic corporate farms. That is enormous, because you can go online and see that someone says they're grown organically, but if they are not certified USDA Organic, they are not organic. They may be saying they're growing organically, but it takes 10 years for a farm to be certified organic. It's tough work, and it is a heck of a lot of paperwork and legal stuff to get going in order to be organic, and that we are. They have partnered with, this is really cool to me, but we've partnered with University of North Carolina at Wilmington. We have our own team within Green Compass that is researching extractions and different forms of hemp. There's so many different kinds of hemp, by the way. They are an entire team that are working on clinical trials of new products, working on studies for just general advancement in the entire industry, not just for Green Compass. And it's amazing. Their labs have grown so fast that they're building their own freestanding lab that's going to no longer be housed under the UNC roof, which is amazing. All of our products are only, if we use essential oils, they're only food grade heirloom variety. And I didn't know exactly what heirloom meant, so I just looked it up and I wrote it down. But unlike commercially grown vegetables you find at the grocery store, heirloom quality oils are grown from seeds that have been passed down through the generations, so typically at least 50 years. So these are heirloom essential oils, which are really great. I have people walking by waving at me. The other great thing about Green Compass, 100% money back guarantee. So you can get your product. If you don't like it, if you don't think it's working for whatever reason, within 30 days, 100% money back guaranteed. So the way I see it is there's no risk. If you get it and you don't like it, they'll take it back within 30 days. So why not? I don't think I've had one person send a product back underneath me. I can't think of anyone. Amazing. All of our full spectrum products are certified USDA Organic. That is huge and that is new, and that takes a ton of paperwork and a ton of time. So they started with just our full spectrum section, but that is going to continue down the road with all of our products. They are going to get USDA certified organic. That is enormous in the CBD space because very few people have that, because guess what? It's all grown in China. It's all grown across our borders. So let's see. I posted a video earlier this week about my own health stuff, and it was a little bit long, but what I said in it, and I mean it, is that you may get sick of hearing me talk about CBD, but I'm not going to stop, because I truly believe, if you can hear my story, I've been through hell and back, and I truly believe that by selling or sharing CBD, that I can prevent any number of people from going through what I went through. And when I say that, I mean the issues that I had. If I had known about CBD 20 years ago, I think I could have prevented some, if not all, of my 13 abdominal surgeries. I mean, and those surgeries not only took me through hell and back, it took my family. So if I can continue to shout it from the mountaintop, what I think this can do for you, and save you or your family member or your friend the heartache, I'm gonna keep doing it. So you're stuck with me. But when it comes to selling, like I said, I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. I didn't intend to sell this stuff, but I love to learn new things. And just like before this, I had a stationary business. I'm an occupational therapist. I had a stationary business simply because I wanted to learn technology. I learned how to build a website. I did all that. So now this is kind of my thing, and I'm learning about MLM, which I initially kind of had a bad feeling about MLM. I think that's the general sentiment among most people. And the more I learn, I don't understand where it truly started, because MLM means multi-level marketing. And basically there's a top and then people that come out from the side, right? Well, every corporation has a CEO and then a president and a vice president and then people, and then, it goes down the line. So basically an MLM means you're the CEO and you can put as much into your business or as little into your business as you want, and you run it. So as I'm learning, I mean, if I don't want to work tomorrow, I don't have to work tomorrow. If I want to not go into work because my kids are studying at home, I can work from my couch. And to me, that's amazing. I don't love leaving my kids at home when we've gone through all this stuff by themselves, not because they're getting into trouble. I just want to be with them. I don't want them to be home alone. So now I get to use my passion for helping people. I get to use my science background to learn what it means to sell something. And that's what I absolutely love about Green Compass, is they are providing us with free sales classes and sales. I mean, it's just amazing what I've gotten to learn about how to sell and how to market and how to use social media. I mean, good grief. I barely use Facebook, but then Twitter, which I never use. I mean, it's just amazing all the stuff that I've been learning. I feel like my mom, when she went to work and she told me how she came home and learned how to use Word, and that was only like 15 years ago. So I'm learning a lot of new stuff too. But anyway, the whole MLM thing, I think is kind of a moot point. But if there is any level on which you want to become an advocate, which means to get the discount in order to pay for your habit, in order to build a business, just think of me, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Anybody can do this. Like I said before, I am not the go-to on selling, but this is not just about selling. This is about finding healing. Finding healing. But what I think is so fun, I'm in Kansas City, as most of my friends know now, and we have such an amazing group of men and women in the Kansas City area. And I actually kind of tease that they're Chi Beta Delta, which is our little CBD sorority. And I say that with all the love in my heart, because I was in a sorority, and it's not cheesy, but it's just, we have so much fun when we get together. And we've certainly been stopped just a little bit with this, but we've with the COVID, but we all do stuff online, as you've noticed. We do Zooms together, and we talk together all the time, and it is such an amazing group of people. And when you have a company that has someone like Meredith and Sterling at the top that started because they genuinely wanted to help people, your company is going to attract good people, and then good people attract good people, and then good people attract good people. So this company is absolutely made up of some of the most amazing people. I have found some people that are treasured friends, and I just met them a year ago because we all wanted to help someone feel better, or we all had a story to tell about how we needed help. I think everybody needs some sort of help with CBD, honestly. I think that our world is our food, what we eat. I think that we need to take CBD every day as a vitamin. But I joined Green Compass 3 months after I launched, which I said, but I've been able to have the bird's eye view to see them grow. It's amazing the resources that are provided for the advocates and even for the customers, that they're constantly keeping everybody informed and up to date on the CBD space, because it is a space that was unfounded until last year. So there's so much that we're learning as partakers, as sellers, as a company, as scientists are learning. We've just hit the tip of the iceberg as far as CBD. And for the people who don't understand this, but CBD is just one cannabinoid. There's CBG, CBN, CB baby A. I mean, there's so much. There's CB delta. I mean, it's crazy what's there. So CBD is not necessarily the cat's meow, because there's so many other cannabinoids and terpenes that are in this plant that are going to be providing amazing therapeutic benefits to everybody. So when you think about selling, I get people who say, but I don't have a testimony, or I don't know how to sell. And Lord knows I don't know how to sell. I just know how to talk. But Green Compass provides all of those resources for us. They're giving us videos every day. We do videos for each other. And I love what they said. Oh gosh, I can't remember the word that they said, but basically, I know I saved it. But basically, they're providing everything that we need in order to share this story. So everything is replicable. Everything can be duplicatable. Someone could share this video to one of their friends, which I am more than happy to. But Green Compass makes professional videos. They put everything in the hands of the advocates. When we ask, they do it. It's just, I've never seen anything like it. It's really quite amazing. But the next thing, the testimony. So when people say that, I understand people's initial thought. But listen, I sold testosterone. I was a pharmaceutical rep. I never took testosterone, and I sold the heck out of testosterone gel. You don't have to have a huge story like I do. You don't have to have a huge testimonial. In fact, Green Compass provides a complete testimonial page. So if you have a friend who says, I have X problem, we can go to this testimonial page and find out this is a story how someone used the product. Or better yet, we just send out a message and say, hey, has anybody ever used it for this, and what is your story? Like, everybody works together. We are one team, this entire company. It's amazing how everybody celebrates each other's successes. We encourage each other. We want everybody to meet their goals, to help a friend. If someone has helped someone and they call and say that they've gotten off their medication after trying CBD for a couple of months, it's so exciting because we are all genuinely invested in helping other people. And that is exactly how everyone is in this company. But Green Compass provides a personal website. They provide a mobile app, unlimited resources, like I said, videos, testimonials, presidential founders. We have a level of presidential founders that are advocates that we can call and ask questions. Not to mention the leadership in our company is totally accessible. We can just email them or text them. Other things that you don't, when this is such a space with, there's some big companies right now that if you Google them, they're getting lawsuits. Because their initial, they're not ethical. They're not committed to being the best on the market like Green Compass. So it's so important to be a part of a company that puts quality and ethics and standards and quality advocates. They really coach us. We don't want to dog other other people. We want to promote who we are because we are so proud of the product that we produce. We know that we're top shelf. We're the top shelf at the bar. We are the best stuff that you want to grab for. But the most amazing thing to me is I've never won a trip in my life. And I've won a trip not only for myself, but for my husband. How exciting is that for us? I've never done that. I've never been a part of an organization that provides trips. Certainly, I don't get trips if you're an occupational therapist and you treat 100 patients in a row. We don't get those kind of perks. So to get a perk for me is rather nice. So we look forward to that as well. So whether you want to buy the product or be an advocate, I just want you to know that you can have 100% confidence with Green Compass. It's a market space where you don't know what you're getting if you walk into a store. If you consult with Green Compass, you're going to have the best product that you can find. Let's see, last thing. Green Compass is reputable. Oh, this is a great quote. The Sheffield Group is a group of, they've controlled of 18 of the top MLM companies in the world, and they said this about Green Compass, and I loved it. Green Compass is a beautiful example of a company succeeding by doing things the right way with integrity, and that is absolutely spot on. That everything Green Compass does, they do with integrity. They are not in it to be the biggest, fastest growing, most money-making company there is. While they're on their way to doing that, that is not where their heart is. Their heart is simply to helping people, and the other things are just perks and benefits along the way, which I think is just so amazing. That when your heart is in the right place and you're actually doing what you love and you feel like you're helping people, then the other things, they come right behind it. So I just leave you with that ethics, integrity, quality, innovation. Please reach out if you're interested. Anything from trying the product to being an advocate just on a small side to building a business, because there's nothing I love more than being able to help my friends. And for all the tears that I've shed, and I barely made it through that video that I shared over the weekend, I would give anything to be able to prevent anybody, whether I know you or not, from going through what I've gone through. And if I can do that by sharing CBD and driving you crazy in your little ear about CBD, I'm going to do it, because I think it's that important. And I think it is, I think the science and the quality of the product that we sell is that amazing, that I'm willing to get on Facebook Live every day and tell you how great it is, which is so far out of my comfort zone. So that's my words for the day. I hope you have a great day. Bye.